Welcome back to the Long Dark, friends. We're kind of hanging around Trapper's cabin. We've done quite a bit of like cooking and creating water. That dang moose is still here.
Feels like night.
We've got the cabin organized just a bit. We are at a crossroads. Where do we go from here? Mountain Town or to the Forge? I typically go to Mountain Town first and just try to find everything there before I head to the Forge. And then from the Forge, they do have a workbench over there, so we can craft some things before we head to Broken Railroad. So I think that's the plan, but we've still got this the end of the day here. I took the entire day to repair the new bedroll and organize the cabin and water and mushrooms and birch bark tea. So quite a bit going on. Still so much to do, right? We do have 14 cattail stalks and a little bit of rabbit. I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Keep my eye on that moose down there. I would have loved to have the bow now. But we can be patient. That's the name of the game. I did drop a ton of excess weight, so our first like long-term storage, I feel a lot better about dropping things and leaving them and storing them, and tons of Rishi tea in the locker along with the coffee. And yeah, I think we're set up. Really happy with that. So now what I'm doing is just kind of bumming around, picking up sticks. I'm gonna start our like little, I guess, fire reserve, making sure that we have a fuel source whenever we need a fuel source, and doing that damn thing. But we're gonna sleep. We are going to wake up, and first thing in the morning we're gonna head through the cave, and from the cave into Mountain Town. Mountain Town's always an adventure.
Right soon.
Before we make another mistake, we'll just top that off. What I am worried about though is 14 cattail stalks and a can of sardines or tuna. I don't remember which one's which. We'll let this torch burn out, by the way. And we've got to make it to Mountain Town. Mountain Town does typically have quite a bit of food reserve. As far as like canned goods and things like that. Man, bow shot from here. Put that down. We'd have food for a long time. That's tough to watch. And then obviously, you know, we want the satchel that we can craft out of this. Just gonna watch it for a bit. I am trying out some new headphones today. Just to like monitor everything and little more, a little bit of an improvement on the sound on my end. So we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of tweaking with that, but I am paying attention to what we're doing this time. I'm pretty sure we've learned our lesson from Pleasant Valley. Don't get too crazy. You can kind of see what we got going on here. The heavy hammer, all our sewing kits, all of our whetstones. I've even got like the fire striker down there. We threw down our storm lantern just because we don't have no fuel at the moment. And then we've got some more thermoses back here. Yeah, just kind of sorting everything out. you know, nothing too crazy. I think the locker is where, yeah, we pretty much stored the bulk of everything. A lot of coffee tins. I should actually probably put those out in the open so I don't forget about them. Like to keep the hacksaw just in case we need to harvest anything, or you know, we've got good weather and we can do a cedar or a fir log, cut that up. But anyways, guys, thanks for being here. I love that you're hanging out with me on this journey. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I did not know how strong the Long Dark community was. I was just playing this for my own enjoyment, and I thought maybe the mainstream games would get a lot more attention, but this has been by far my best series, and it's so cool to see like how many people like love this game. I don't get on like Reddit or big things like that. You know, I do follow Zach, but and saw that he has a huge following, but you know, you kind of think that that's like an outlier until you get into the nitty gritty, and chatting with you guys has been so cool. So thanks so much for the comments. Thanks so much for the love. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey. And all the tips. I'm definitely implementing a lot of that. So you can see 22 kilos out of the possible 40 when we're fully rested. Dropping a lot of weight. I know I like to walk heavy, live life on the edge, put myself in danger when I don't necessarily need to, right? But now that we've landed, we made it, we found a way, we lighten that load, and that's what the plan is here. So I've also like dumped a lot of the drinks that I usually carry around, right? So before we go to bed, we do want to kind of stave off any hunger that we might experience from sleeping through the night, or as close to. I think, yeah, 675 on 9 hours. Okay, so the idea with this is to head in a mountain town and to have plenty of food to bring over to the forge, keep our well-fed bonus all the way through that, and then we will have the things we need to craft survival bow and arrows, and then we've got a pretty awesome food source. I do have some guts curing on the floor over here that we can create a snare. The snare is going to be like an easy source of like rabbits and what have you, and having constant guts coming in too. That's another big thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep this full 9 hours, but I'm going to put it down anyways. When we wake up, we might be heading out in the dark. Yeah, fully rested. And it's not too bad. We'll get our drink.
I'm starving.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. So I'm going to try and get this as close to half as I'm comfortable with without too much of these. There are some cattail stocks on the way to Mountain Town, so I know I'm going to be able to replenish right away. But at the same time, you never know what you're going to run into, right? It doesn't sound windy, which is a good thing. So I think what we can do, just light this up right quick. Okay. Curing. Alrighty. Oh man, how cool is that? We might make a fire towards the end of the tunnel here, or the cave, and just replenish our torches. think we've got 3 for this immediate journey. And it is pretty cold out, and it's gonna be pretty cold out because it's early. But there's gonna be some coal that we could pick up here and make a quick fire towards the end and just pull some torches, pull some resources. I did bring a cooking pot. I always want to have one of those. That or a can. And maybe you guys don't do that. I always feel more comfortable bringing that along. Probably pick up the rest of the coal on the way back. What we're hoping for here is another set of the thermal underwear and another pair of pants, just for like the immediate acute future. After that, we can start crafting a bunch of things. Three should do it, right? We can also heat up a cup of coffee here towards the end. Save those. Another one right there. Okay, yeah. So let's just set this up right here. Yep. I did forget. We did pick up a new skill point, or moved up the skill tree.
Come on, little fire.
Level 4 on our cooking.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, I was getting too used to throwing these damn things. Oh my, pull these out so you remember to put them down on the shelf before you leave. Or let's just carry them with us. Okay. We get a good calorie bonus. I'm cooking now that we're at level 4, right? I heard there's like a sweet spot. And lost it there. Lost it on that one. Not too bad. I think we got one more in there. I know there are wolves towards the bottom of this. We gotta be careful. Luckily, it's not an Aurora. If it was an Aurora, I wouldn't be traveling during it. All right, the path I usually like to take, if you're here for season 1, you already know I like to go out towards the homestead or the farm, whatever it's called. You know, I'm not great with names. But then make my way into the town. We'll probably crash at Grey Mother's, then head over to the trailers, which honestly, I've got the hacksaw, I've got the heavy hammer. So, like, that's why I go to the trailer. But I always, my last stop tends to be the Orca gas station. That's how I usually like to do it. Now, if it's like super cold like this, it'll be my first stop.
I can't feel my hands.
We go approaching our rope descent. This will be like the base of Mountain Town.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Just peek this right quick. At our oak trees. Okay. Nice, got some rabbits out there. This isn't high on my priority list to go through and pick these things up because it's such an easy trip from Trapper's Cabin.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night. Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Just because we are so light, I know we're going to be making a fire, so I will pick those up.
Too cold to think.
Trying to stay quiet, making sure I'm listening for wolves. I think we might be clear here. I like that.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Okay, we're gonna take some damage. I did carry some herbal tea with us. So if things get too sideways, we'll have a nice recovery bonus with that herbal tea when we go to sleep. I thought this was a torch at first, and I was like, no way. I've been here. Oh, don't do that. Just use that. There you go. Come on. All right, stop number 1. Give us some good stuff.
I think I can use
A
this.
book. Okay. A lot of times I'll find boots in here. And I'm probably, likely, gonna be just popping in here one more time as we exit and make our way back towards Mystery Lake.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Okay, we've got 2 torches. I think that's gonna be enough to get us over to our goal destination. Yeah, it should be. Should be. We can see it. Okay, I am going to take advantage of cattail stalks and any sticks that we see along the way. We're going to get a fire going almost immediately just to pull torches. I'm not seeing the wolf patrols, so that makes me worried that they're up near the house. Yep, we hear him. We hear him.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
Okay, and I don't want to waste too much time because we could get lucky and find the key right away. Or we could have to search a couple spots and have to wait out any wolves that are in the area. Oops, sounds like the wind might be picking up. Yep, I see him. Oh, nice. I did not see that at first, but we do have a deer over there. We can bounce over there and harvest the meat off that if we need. Okay, so the places I found the key were the corpse inside the garage, the tractor on the floorboard, and also in the truck. Okay, and I definitely want to hold this last torch out so we're not dealing with the torch that's going out. Got a corpse out here getting firewood. Look at that. That is the first time I found it back there on a corpse. That's the first time I've seen a corpse out here. And the key right there. Very nice. Sometimes there's like accelerants when you break those boxes down. This is usually where I find the corpse at with the key. Okay, and before we do anything, get this started. Torch, cattail head, cedar firewood.
Come on, little fire. I could eat anything. Perfect.
Usually when I camp out here, I break down all these damn chairs and things because, like, especially when visibility gets low and you're like trying to go somewhere and you're always tripping over this place. All the shit that's on the floor. So this is one of the places where I go around and quote unquote clean up, get all this crap out of here. Hoping for maybe a fish or something to be in that. Okay. Oh, good. Nice. Yeah, so it's things like this that is why I like coming to Mountain Town. Before forging is you can just stock up on little food things. Gotta pay attention to what we're doing here. That one's not great. Okay, take that. Ugh. Tough spot. Oh, don't do that. Put it away. Ooh, that was a good one. Okay. Look at that. Okay, not seeing anything under the bed. We did check all those. Should be a flare in the bathtub.
This'll come in handy.
Okay, I am literally grabbing everything. Once we get to our stopping point, though, we'll start breaking a lot of this stuff down. It looks like it's gonna do it for here. $26. I knew I pulled a bad one. Let's use that one first. Is it windy? Kind of windy. Sometimes there's some saplings back here. That's why I want to push through this kind of wind. Get over here. I'm gonna say we're not. Yeah, we're only at 31 kilos. No, not seeing it. Plenty of sticks out here, though. It's pretty littered. Okay, if the wind blows, now I'm going to start getting worried. Blow our torch out because we don't have a defense against... a torch defense against wolves. We're going to have to pull out the flares. But this was the risk with the condition. And something... This is when it always happens, by the way. Is when you're not planning for it. When you think everything's going to be okay. I hope that that noise was the silo.
I've never been so hungry in my life. I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Okay, we got wolves in the town. I can hear that. So we'll be cautious. Can't get up here. It's not doable.
My life.
Not doable. Good stuff. Just heard a wolf get a rabbit. Like right over here somewhere. Apparently we're right in like a wind current. Okay. Oh, I thought this was a garage. This is a house. Oh, it's cooked too. Nice. And it's at 100%. This one's getting risky, isn't it? Or it gets much riskier. Is that proper? If we get too many like wolves howling in the vicinity, I'm gonna eat that trout right quick. Just pull the scent off us, but we're pretty close to like plenty of doorways to escape the wolves. But we are risking like, oh, that's weird. Getting an ambush. You know what? Why are we risking it? Oh, nice. That was just a styrofoam cup of coffee. You know, the kind that you can't interact with. There's soda there. I see it. Nice. That's a win for the pry bar, bunch of cash. He could have left, I think. I'm gonna let this torch burn out. We'll move to the flare mode.
This will come in handy.
This is probably one of my least favorite places to loot, Mountain Town. Just the cars and, you know, these little lockbox things, and you want to do it. It's high on your priority list, but there's funner things to do.
I'll take it.
I'm assuming, yeah, the cash is tender. I used to pick up all the cash and just like put it in the safe at Trapper's cabin. Just in case, you know, the world comes back online. Our character is gonna have plenty of money to start a new life. Okay, look like between 25 and 30. We'll find out exactly what that was. Looks like, what, 27?
I would drink almost anything.
27.10. Slow down about right here. 27.13. Damn it. 27.13.1.
Hope nobody needs to see.
Nice. I think we've already got 2 of them. We do. But just in case I decide to harvest one of the ones I'm wearing. Actually only midday. So we might make it all the way to the Orca gas station. Because I'm not using a light source, I'm going to go just a little bit slower. I could find things like that. Give my eyes a second to adjust. I do like to take these cooking pots and travel them all the way across the map. It's just my thing. Don't knock it till you try it. Look how many there are here. I think on like less difficulty, like the lower difficulty modes, I have traveled, like I had 2 at Trapper's cabin, the cooking pots. I had all 6 on the Broken Railroad, and then I even had a couple, like one on Forlorn Muskeg, one at the Forge and Broken Railroad. Like I just had a cooking pot for every location. Yeah, I thought that was so neat. So that's what I want to plan to do, is That's why I pick them all up, you know. The book right there. That's the grand plan, you know what I mean? Doesn't always work out like that. I've left many cooking pots at the rope climb, the rope descent out of Mountain Town back to Mystery Lake. But having a few extras is a big deal, especially like right after a moose or a bear hunt. I'm surprised I haven't found another pair of jeans at least.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I knew there had to be matches somewhere. And sometimes there's... I found a lot of fun things behind here. Today, it's coffee. Okay, are we gonna find some jeans? Thermal underwear? Something. Nothing. Oh, wait. Whoa!
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Let's go. Got the combat pants. Is this the outside layer? No, this is. Okay, so let's switch that. Nice. Let's go. Now we just need that other pair of thermal underwear. And I'm really excited to fix those combat pants up. I know they're all at 45%. We still got plenty of stuff to do today. We're just gonna keep on moving. It's probably... I haven't found the combat pants like super often. So I'm really happy we did on this playthrough. I think the bulk of my weight right now is in water because I'm picking up every bit of water we're coming across. And, you know, we'll just make decisions as we need to. Like right now, it's not really slowing us down or hurting us in any crazy fashion.
I think I can use this.
Okay, not a whole lot going on.
I could eat
We are
anything right now.
Excuse me, we're hoping for another pair of thermal underwear here in Mountain Town. I'll tell you, I've never found much of anything up here. You know, maybe a piece of cloth or can of spray paint. But nothing that's like really awesome. Besides coming up here and seeing sad things. Ooh, crib with one toy. All right, we are approaching our hour that we shoot for each episode, but we're gonna push on just a little bit. We're gonna end this episode at the Orchid gas station, I think.
There's around.
So that's the goal right now. Oh, haven't been checking the visors. Honestly, I've never found anything in here. But trying to listen to the comments, trying to make sure I remember that stuff. Just keep this equipped. Sounds like, yep. Oh, this was a waste. No, it wasn't. I found a magnifying glass in here before. You know, when I was pretty desperate for one. Running out of matches and all that. But soon we will get into like a conservation mode where we'll only cook once we get settled. We'll only cook and make water when the sun's out. That way we save our matches and just think about the long run. I'm excited to get to that stage. Man, these wolves they're out here eating. Looks like something under the bed. I think that's like the worst condition. Actually, the coffee. Smash some of these chips. Then 850 cows here. Nice.
I think I can use
More
this.
coffee. We're gonna have so much coffee at Trapper's Cabin. And what have we got? A hoodie. We will break that down. No thermal underwear though. So far. Okay, this one's boarded up. A lot of these are actually boarded up. I'm gonna skip over the trailers on this trip.
This'll come in handy.
We can definitely backtrack. This is a good hunting place, so we could come back here and search that. You know, we found the big things. I don't think we're gonna find the thermal underwear, which is my next like big search.
I think I need to lay down.
Oof. Okay, I'm carrying a lot of unnecessary things. But I'm looking forward to breaking all that down at the Orca gas station. Again, that's the goal. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3 more houses. Oh, that's not one. Sure. Why not? The leather, last time I had a moose satchel, it could be repaired with leather, so that's why I'm like not passing this stuff up. All right, couple more to go. Did we check this one? No. Okay. So this one's kind of a bummer. Usually we have a little bottle of lamp oil or sometimes a jerry can. We'll pick that up.
Best be prepared for anything.
You know what we're about to do with that. Here we go. Thermal underwear. Can we get it? Bummer. Okay. Was that the last one? Ah, we got one more over here.
Probably useless.
Nice.
I'll take it.
More stuff to break down. I'm gonna roll out of here with like 100 pieces of cloth, I think. There's a fire log here, which is so heavy. We'll carry it for now. We'll put it on the barrel in the Orchid gas station. Okay. Pretty sure we checked everything. Yep. One last stop. And we are so slow. It doesn't seem like it's a long way away, but when you're carrying as much crap as we're carrying and you're on your last legs as far as stamina, this can be the longest trip ever. Throw a couple wolves into the mix. Speaking of, I won't lie, I have walked across 3, 4, 5 regions where this is about as fast as we moved. Okay, I'm not seeing wolf patrols. But Orca gas station, this is where we'll make decisions on what we're carrying and what we're leaving. Oftentimes we'll make like a little mini base here because we'll end up dropping a bunch of water and cloth and leather, excess food and tools. So this is, you know, the sign of a job well done. Orca gas station. Okay, we're gonna search this together real quickly. I'll search it thoroughly after we part ways for this episode. But right now we're just gonna collect all this and see if we can look. A couple cans of food right there. Love it. That spray paint. Everybody loves spray paint. Another one that's in the cardboard box. That's more of this stuff right here. Look at that hacksaw sitting right out in the open. Stack of papers. Okay, I'm not seeing anything here. Or here. We got some firewood though. Broken metal door. Okay. All right, guys, I think this is a great stopping point for this episode. Thank you so much for being here. I think we accomplished so much. We found the combat pants, which I am, first things first, I'm going to repair those. From there, I'm just going to break down a ton of stuff. We're going to get rested up, get some herbal tea in us, and make sure we're pretty close to 100% for tomorrow. And we're going to head back into Mystery Lake, dump all our stuff off, and then I think what we're going to do is head straight into the Forlorn Muskeg. We might spend a day in Mystery Lake, just depending on, you know, we got a couple rope climbs, so our stamina is going to go down quite a bit. But that's the plan moving forward. We've got Mountain Town crossed off the list about, you know, the big things. We'll definitely come back here once we get some of our bigger items crafted. But thank you guys so much for being here. If you're liking this series, please leave a like on there, shoot a comment. Help the series out by showing a little bit of love on it, that little algorithm, you know how it is. Consider subscribing and joining us for the journey, and I can't wait to see you guys for the next episode.